Okay, guys, just a little bit more here. People that are saying that the laws that Paul mentioned are not the law of Moses. Are they saying that the Ten Commandments are not the law of Moses? Because here it says, the ministration of death written and engraven in stones. Okay? That's the ministration of death written and engraven in stones. If that was glorious, then later it talks about it. For if that which is done away was glorious, much more that which remaineth is glorious. So, again, Paul does not contradict Paul either. So in Romans 13, when he's mentioning the things in the Ten Commandments, he is talking about this. He's talking about walking after the Spirit and not after the flesh. Okay? He said, for what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh, God sending his own Son in the likeness of sinful flesh, and for sin condemned sin in the flesh, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the Spirit, the things of the Spirit. Okay? So, and that's all we teach. That's all I teach, is that Christ is righteousness apart from the law. And yes, the Ten Commandments are law. And if the righteousness of the law is going to be fulfilled in you, it's going to be by walking after the Spirit. Because there are people that try to clean up their flesh and their whitewashed tombs, and they could be trying to follow laws and commandments, or trying to follow Jesus, or say they follow Jesus, and they're not even saved, okay? It's not about cleaning the outside of the cup. It's about letting Christ himself be wrought into you. And to deny that is to deny the reality of Christ and want to go back to the shadow instead of the reality. It is denying the way that God made for us to walk as believers. And I can't understand why anybody would deny that or have a problem with it. There are many that are vain janglers, desiring to be teachers of the law, and they're railing against things they don't understand because they have not moved on to the meat and gone onto the deeper things of Christ and understood what all he is to them and the reaches of our inheritance in him. And they just want to go back to laws and ordinances and push that on other people instead of ministering Christ to them. But yes, definitely anytime the Ten Commandments are spoken of, it is the law of Moses, and that is proven out in Scripture beyond a shadow of a doubt. And there's just no doubt about it. It's talking about when Moses brought the Ten Commandments down and his face shone. And then he says what happened to that is that we're not to live by the law. And all who live by the law, that are of the works of the law, are under a curse. For it is written, though cursed is anyone that does not continue in all of the things of the law. So you can either belong to Christ, and have Christ in you and walk by the Spirit, or you can deny the reality of Christ and be either an unbeliever or a Galatianized believer that ministers law to people, okay? And you can't say when you're ministering the law and commandments that you are ministering Christ. Walking after the Spirit is letting Christ be wrought into you. It is a reality of him that many people are actually denying. They're denying having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. Okay, be blessed, guys.